Hello guys, welcome back. So it's November 4th and the elections are still pending. We're still waiting to figure out who is going to be the next president. Overall, the markets somehow are loving it today. NASDAQ up 4.5%, SPX up 3%, Dow Jones 2.5%. It's absolutely insane. I was not expecting this kind of positive volatility. The VIX, actually, the volatility index is actually down 19% today. It's weird. I don't want to sound like a random news reporter, but it's that surprising that I actually wanted to start off with it. Small caps obviously aren't really doing too much today. We are up, I don't know, like $70 today. It was pretty much a total scratch day. I only got a few trades in. The tickers were barely moving. You know, we'd have like a 3% perfect move in one direction. Usually you're not, getting the bottom and the top, you're getting a chunk of that. So I had some really small trades today. And at one point I was like, you know what, I'm just going to wrap it up. But let's actually go here, switch the screens and talk about what's going on. So NPR right now is showing Biden at 238 and Trump at 213. But this is a very, very close race. I gotta say, both times I was surprised how close it ended up getting. But I guess maybe tomorrow this time we'll know who is going to be the president. Let's keep kind of going here. Actually, wrong slide. Let's go to posts and then talk about some of the lead gappers here. Here's NIO. This is just a wild ticker. I've been saying this kind of for weeks. To me, I thought NIO was overextended and I just didn't want to jump on it. Right now, it looks like it's having a really strong blow off top. If I was long NIO, I'd be taking profits like no tomorrow, but I'm not long it, so I can't really do anything on that ticker besides not buy it. So yeah, today we traded DRAD and SAVA. I was up a little bit more on SAVA, and then the last trade I gave back a little bit of profits. But overall, like $66 today, really nothing to run home about. I'm happy it's not a red day, but honestly today, if I wasn't streaming or if it was kind of one of those situations where, like you're not at the computer, today would have been the day to not day trade. It was not a lot of opportunities, so I'm not like upset that it wasn't a bigger green day. There was not a lot you could have milked. Maybe if I really snuck in some amazing trades and got those perfect moments, or took like a bunch of base hits, like 1 to 1.5% trades and like scalped today like crazy, I could have maybe made like $300-400 today. But I don't know. You're risking a flush, you're risking something else, and then all of a sudden you do 3 good trades, and then you give back it all in one trade. I don't know. It's just one of those days. It's not really worth it. So let's talk about DRAD first here, and then we'll talk about SAVA just really quickly. And is there anything else I wanted to review today? That's pretty much it. I mean, I want to kind of focus on why were we not getting super aggressive today? And I want to kind of show you guys what I was looking at today that was really the red flag here. So let's go to the Wednesday. Do you see that nail advertisement? That's got to be the most random advertisement. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. Now I remember. So the other thing I wanted to talk about here a little bit is Prop 22. So if you guys don't remember, I came out with a video on Prop 22. It's a it's a legislation that was on the ballot in California. So Uber and Lyft, and if you want to check out this video, I'll link it somewhere here. Uber and Lyft basically, and a few other companies were trying to back this Proposition 22, that allowed or was not going to regulate the Uber drivers as employees. Now, in California, there's already been 2 court cases that said that Uber and Lyft would need to classify their drivers as employees, and they kept on trying to fight it and pushing it to the next court. And now they had this on the California ballot, and they got it through. Now, Lyft and Uber and some other companies, they invested over $200 million in getting this passed, and that's why Uber and Lyft are absolutely skyrocketing today. So we can actually, let's go ahead and talk about that first. That's what I totally forgot to mention today. I even had it written down, but somehow it slipped my mind. So really strong move here on Uber and Lyft. Both of them are up over 10%, and EVs in general are just exploding. XPEV here 18%. This is a really strong move. I'm a little bit nervous here because 42 is going to be major resistance. We were talking about this pre-market, so let's actually go here on the daily. You can see here we shot up past 40, and this is where that really big resistance zone kind of came in, and we snuck all the way up to 42.15. Looks like right at the open. Actually, let me quickly go to the 5-minute chart and we'll see this a little bit better. Yeah, it looks like right at the open it had a nice little explosion, then we sold off quite a bit. But we're holding the high as well. So this is a very, very bullish indicator. And that's the same, or sign. And that's the same LYFT with LYFT. Whoops, because I can't spell today. LYFT. Yeah, okay, so that's the same with this ticker. You know, had a nice run up there and then sold off here. Probably a lot of profit taking. Both these tickers are near huge resistance right now. So you can see here with LYFT, right around this kind of 30, 31, 32 zone is big resistance. Next big resistance zone is 35. So if we can keep holding this, I wouldn't be surprised if we ran up to 35. With Uber, similar situation. Wow, I really am mistyping everything here. Similar situation, $40, big resistance, and then getting here at like 41.63, 42 is that big resistance, and then just like with LYFT, if instead of 35, if we can run to 45, that's the kind of the next big resistance zone I'd be looking at for these two tickers. But for now, you know, this was a nice longer term daily bull flag kind of setup here, descending channel a little bit more, and descending channels or descending triangles are typically, you know, they typically break to the upside. So really nice move there with Uber and LYFT. You know, congrats to any of the longs over there. So let's talk about DRAD here for a second. So this ticker is USA Medical Device Company, 4 million float. Okay, that's all sounding really good. And I was actually pretty excited for it as well because, you know, they sold a division, part of one of their divisions today. Not today, but, you know, they have a deal that in the PR came out today and they're looking to close the deal around January 2021. This deal was for $18.75 million, and you can see that it's a 12 million market cap company. So at the open today, and I was like, man, this thing has really, you know, big potential here. The problem was pre-market, it actually opened up, sold off. In terms of opening up, it opened at 7 a.m. is the time a lot of brokerages open in the US, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pre-market, though, starts at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, it sold off, and eventually we did kind of have this really nice aggressive move to the upside, but this was only a 10% move, and I was like, man, that's really weak. You know, I was kind of disappointed. Like, you know, if you're trading mid caps, you're trading large caps, you're like, oh, 10%, that's great. But if you're trading small caps, I mean, you're looking for like 1 to 2 candles being a 10% candle. So the fact that this whole entire move here was only 10%, I was like, man, this is weak. Because a key thing I'm always looking for a ticker is fast rate of change. That's always what I'm looking for. And, you know, obviously big room to upside. So eventually pre-market, this thing really popped up here. I traded a little bit of a pullback. You know, this whole move right here is like 1.3%. Of course, I didn't get the whole move. Again, traded a little bit of a dip here, looked for the break of the 9 EMA. And then, yeah, I know all this, you know, there was some big support at 3. I could have maybe got a bit more aggressive at 3 since I knew this was a bit of a slower mover, but I don't know. I wasn't getting those setups that I was typically looking for. There was a nice pullback here, actually. I could have maybe got aggressive on this one. This is like a 6% pop. So there was those few moments of opportunity. But overall, they were just like, you know, is it really worth it? And do I really want to be trading this ticker today? Do I really want to force a trade today that like doesn't really need to be? Like, you know, no day should make or break you. And today was just one of those days where it's just, you know, better not getting crazy, better not to get crazy. Big resistance on this one around 3.2 and then 3.4. And then I thought, you know, if we break that, we'll run to 4. But so far, we're not really seeing it. But if we keep on consolidating here, holding our highs, I mean, this is a lot of consolidation. We never pulled back from the pre-market highs more than like 18%. So this is actually a very bullish sign, and I would not be surprised if we had a big breakout at 330 at one point. So DRAD is still a ticker that I would have on my list, and I do like everything that I'm seeing here. Big relative volume. I mean, this one has all the setups for, you know, a midday or a late day kind of rally, just like KNDI. I gotta say, KNDI is looking like an interesting candidate as well. The problem with this one is it kind of looked like it had its bit of an explosion. Now it's on the backside of the move, so I'd be a little bit worried upon this one. The catalyst is really nice, where the shares jumped as a result to, I think their car got the certification, their EV car got the certification for cleared for US roads. Yeah, that's what it was. So that looks pretty good. You know, it's a bit more of a mid cap. but it is, on the backside of a bigger move. So, how high can this go? $10 is going to be huge resistance. And I don't know. I think this could be a good opportunity, but somehow to me, DRAD looks a little bit more interesting. For now, $8 looks like big support. I'd be very weary on a crack of $8. So let's see where DRAD goes. If you guys are trading DRAD, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what your guys' setup is on this one. What are you guys planning to do? And were you guys cautious today? Did you guys get any trades in? I know the chat room overall was pretty chill in terms of like not too many people getting too aggressive. It was a bit of a snoozer kind of day, but which is kind of fine. I mean, we talked about many different things. We're looking at the indexes. Talked about several swing trades, which I gotta say are finally picking up here a little bit again. We're only down $1,000. Man, that was quite the disaster with our swing trading. Jeez. End of end of October. But anyway, guys, let's wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to drop a like if you did. And I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning to review the watch list and trade the market open. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.